Good morning, everybody. It is super exciting to be here. We really have an awesome show today. And so thanks for joining us for entertaining and just all things Bella Vista in Northwest Arkansas. I'm Steohanie Anderson, and truly really thrilled to be here with my friend Jennifer also. Before we get started on the show, which we do have some very special guests with lots of events coming up and just opportunities for you, I want to tell you at Bella Vista Wine and Spirits to mark your calendar, and I don't want to forget this because I might forget to come back to it. November 4th, we're going to have our open house. It's ladies only. If you came last year, you had the best time. It was probably one of the highlights of our entire year last year. And so November 4th from 8 to 10 a.m. Yes, early. Coffee, hot chocolate, door prizes, fun, lots of laughter, and did I mention lots of fun? So please mark your calendar for Saturday, November 4th. Come in your house shoes. We don't even care. Your pajamas, whatever you need. It's all about you. And it's ladies only. So gentlemen, no. We're going to have a good time. So please join us November 4th from 8 to 10 a.m. Please put that on your calendar. It's going to be a great time. And kicking off for the holidays, because I heard it's almost 80 days until Christmas, maybe less. So it's truly right around the corner. Well, I want to introduce, honestly, my friend, Jennifer Braswell, who's with us, and she is busy. Jennifer's really busy. You do a lot of things, and one that's near and dear to her heart, which you always, when she comes through the drive-thru into the store, you always have a friend with you. Always. And typically I have my little friend with me, sometimes Gibson. But tell us about Canine Cabins and what you do, because it is really, truly, a business, but you really provide a great service for people in Northwest Arkansas, but Bella Vista.
Yeah, so we got into this about 3.5 years ago. Really, it kind of came down to, we have 9 dogs of our own that are basically our children. They're very special to us. And we just kind of started thinking, where would we take our babies if we needed to go somewhere? Where would we feel comfortable leaving them?
Right.
So we kind of started thinking about it, and we were just like, you know what? Let's create the perfect home environment for everybody's dogs, no matter their background or their situation, where they came from, if they were a rescue and can't go to your standard, facility. So we set everything up completely home style with leather couches, flat screen TVs that play dog TV channel for them. We completely.
It's a spa.
It's very cozy and comfortable for everybody.
Well, I think we have some pictures.
Yes.
Of some of these precious little pups, and also, they're leather couches.
Yes.
Wow. So tell me about this room where they are.
So the facility is set up with multiple living room spaces. Each living room, like I said, has a leather couch, has its own flat screen TV. That way, if we have a pup that comes in that either, has some social anxiety, can't necessarily be with the rest of the groups, they have their own living room space to go lounge in and relax in. Then we have our large outdoor yards that we go into during the day, weather permitting, play outside a lot during the day.
Yes, because they love that.
Yep.
Wow. Now, are any of these your dogs that we're seeing?
Those are not my dogs. Those are all, those are all fur babies that stayed with me.
You know what I find with Gibson? If you stop by Bella Vista Wine and Spirits, we think he's a little bit famous. He definitely works on Tuesday, and he's our HR department as well as our complaint department. So if you have any complaints, we say come on Tuesday, because that's when Gibson will be there. But he gets super excited about going to be with other dogs. And I know not all dogs feel that way, but Gibson cannot wait. Do you feel like it's almost like a doggy day out?
It basically is, because it's kind of gotten to the point where, when you come in through the entrance of the facility, there are some gates to go through and some doors. But most of our customers have gotten to the point where they are very quick to unleash, because they're gonna go straight through that door. There's no slowing down. They're gonna take their owner with them.
Oh, I bet. Yes.
So they do look at it as their escape for the day to go play and enjoy themselves and run around and have fun, and then they go home totally zonked out.
Well, Gibson would probably appreciate if he didn't work at the store, if he went to Canine Cabins and got to hang out. But although I think he might be missed at the store, people kind of look forward to seeing him.
Definitely.
I know he's my little buddy there. So let's say we did just go on vacation recently and we weren't able to take him with us. How long do you keep them? I mean, do you do short-term, long-term, or how does it work?
So we offer short-term and long-term boarding. The short-term can be anywhere from 1 to 2 nights up to potentially 7 nights. We do offer long-term settings, which is where the living rooms come into play, because you don't want them feeling like they're confined to a kennel space area for a long amount of time.
Oh, that's great.
So for them, you know, we do have some that stay with us for a month to 2 months, to sometimes even extended further than that. So
Wow, that is a long time. I guess people that are out of the country, or maybe they're
Right.
moving and they just want a safe place so their dog doesn't have to be
Exactly.
in the craziness like they are.
Right.
Now, do you keep cats?
we do not do cats.
Okay.
Yeah.
Strictly dogs.
Strictly dogs.
Which is best, and I guess you have to have your shots and everything up to date.
Yep.
And
They have to be fully vaccinated to safely come in. And then, yeah, as far as that goes, the owners, we kind of make it really easy on them as far as we keep beds, blankets, food and water bowls. We keep all the supplies that would be necessary at the building. That way, it's easier for them to drop off and they don't have to worry about bringing anything with them.
I guess you bring your own food because your dog needs its own diet, or
We do recommend, if they have any type of sensitivity issues, to make sure that they stay on their own food. But we also keep Nutrisource kibble on hand just in case somebody can't bring their own. But it's a very high grade
they
food.
need a good snack.
Yes.
They get hungry during the day.
They do.
So, oh, well, it just sounds like the best. I mean, really, can you let adults come too and just hang out? It sounds like a great place to be.
I've had many customers ask me if they could take a vacation there as well.
Right, because everything I hear about it is, Coco Chanel. You know, Tim talks about Coco Chanel and how much, I mean, she just loves it.
Yeah.
It's like it is a spa treatment for her.
Coco
So,
tries to drag her mom in with her.
I hear that. I've talked to them about maybe a little bit of training.
Yeah.
But anyway, so, well, it sounds like a fabulous place. And so are you booked up most of the time, or do you typically have some availability, or should people call ahead, especially with the holidays coming up?
Right. People should definitely call ahead because we are a low number facility. I only take in just enough to fill in those living rooms, and then we stop taking in at that point.
Okay.
So we are currently booking out all the way through Christmas and New Year's Eve right now.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Right. And so Gibson's a little bit of a smaller dog.
Right.
And then Coco's a bigger dog, probably. Do they have different areas for dogs, or you just make sure they're all good and then they can run around together, or how do you do that?
So we have our normal living room spaces that have your normal size couches, normal size furniture, but then we have what we call our teacup lounges. So the teacup lounges are for our smaller babies that you don't want necessarily jumping up high and then jumping back down and hitting the ground. So we actually purchased toddler size furniture for them so that they can just sit on it easily and then come back down.
This is the best.
But yes, so we keep all the babies separated appropriately. Our play groups are only 4 or 5 dogs max at a time. That way it lessens your risk of a behavioral problem going on. And everybody is very well introduced prior to going into those play groups to
Right.
make sure everybody's going to be comfortable with each
Everybody
other.
plays nice.
Yes.
I love it. I love it. So if they wanted to call, if you wouldn't mind, just tell them again the name and maybe a phone number and where they could, sign up.
Yeah, for sure. It's Canine Cabins Resort. We are right on the edge of Bella Vista. The phone number is 479-321-4630, and you can also find us online at caninecabinsresort.com.
Awesome. Well, Gibson will be visiting before too long. I think we need to stop by for sure. He would be so excited.
We'll be
and,
excited
and
to have him.
appreciate not having to be the complaint department in HR and just, looking out the window at all the people stopping
Right.
by Bella Vista Wine and Spirits. So, all right. Well, thank you so much. And actually, we'll be right back with Jennifer again because, like I said, she's very busy. And so we're going to talk about her auto detail business that she has and a few special perks that are going to go with it, and bring in our good friend Bobby Duncan from the Cigar District, because we also partner with the Cigar District now and carry cigars, which actually is going to tie into what you have going on.
Right.
So we will be back shortly. Come back and join us. Welcome back. Thanks for joining us again with my friend Jennifer and Bobby Duncan from the Cigar District. And so we will all be talking, but what we want to start with is, as we mentioned, Jennifer's very busy and has a couple different businesses that she does. And so I wanted to tell us about your Red Pig Auto Spa that you have, which is detailing. And I was fortunate enough to, my Jeep, I drive a Jeep, and it needed a spa treatment, just kind of like the puppies. And so they came out to Bella Vista Wine and Spirits, and I didn't have to take it anywhere. It was super easy. And when I got in, it smelled good and it was so clean. I was like, oh wow, this is what it's like again. So really needed it. So tell us a little bit about that business that you have and how you got started.
So Red Pig Auto Spa is a fully outfitted professional mobile detailing van. We come to you. We have everything that we could possibly need to take care of your vehicle. But we not only do vehicles, we offer it for RVs, for marine boats, motorcycles.
Wow.
We can do everything. And so yeah, we kind of got started on this about close to a year ago before it really kind of took off.
I think you mentioned you were going to maybe do the grooming business in the van or something, is kind of, and then COVID a little bit. And
that was the original plan, was to do mobile dog grooming, but the industry kind of fell short because of COVID going on. So we kind of thought to ourselves, what could we do different with this? And it was already partially outfitted with the water tanks and everything else.
Right.
So we transitioned it over and started doing auto detailing.
Well, personally, and I love when, I'm busy, I'm doing things that I don't really have time to take it and then sit and wait.
Right.
So that you came to me, I was ready to go. Here's my keys. I did have to take everything out, which was like a feat in itself. And so, but it's nice to do that. It's kind of like moving.
Right.
You don't want to, but then you clean it out. And it really did make me feel better when I got in. And, Gibson rides around a lot, and he was like, okay, Mom, good. Finally got my spot clean. He didn't really, but, it felt that way. So I love that that's available. I love that you come to us. But, one thing, let's see, I was at work and I was busy. But if I needed to run some errands, it's also a little bit difficult to not have your car.
Right.
So any thoughts on that? I mean, to talk to somebody just about, we know you have a busy life, a busy schedule. How can we help you?
Right. So a lot of our customers do have, multiple things that they need to be doing during the day, depending on the level of detail required for your vehicle to get it to the point that you want it. Sometimes that can take anywhere from an hour and a half to potentially 4 hours or more.
Right.
Especially if you're getting anything like a ceramic coating, that can take up to 8 hours. So we are going to start in the spring offering a concierge service. So we will actually have, if you need a concierge, we will bring a vehicle to your location where we are going to be detailing your vehicle at. Our concierge will pick you up, take you on your errands that you need to go on, and bring you back to your location.
I mean, this really is like that personal spa treatment we were talking about, because people have busy lives, busy schedule, and you want to keep going.
Right.
And so to have someone pick you up, take you to the eye doctor possibly, maybe your eyes are dilated and you can't drive anyway.
Right.
You need to go to the grocery store. Wow, I love that. And that will start in the spring.
Yes.
Okay. So you won't drive. You'll have somebody actually take you around and do all of that while you're having your car
You'll have your
detailed.
own professional driver.
This is pretty fabulous. Like that, I mean, have you heard of this anywhere else in Northwest Arkansas? Because I haven't.
I'm not aware of anybody else that's doing that currently.
First at Auto Pig? No.
Red Pig Auto.
Red Pig Auto. I have to think about all that I'm trying to say. That's really a great service. Now, I think I heard you mention something about while you're out and about, we want to make this convenient for you. Any other little details with the concierge service that you might have?
So along with the concierge service, at the location where your vehicle is being detailed, we are going to actually partner with a couple other local businesses, Bella Vista Wine and Spirits, and also the Cigar District. And we are going to offer drink services as well as offer a cigar for you to enjoy while your vehicle is being detailed.
This is a win-win. So we feel very excited, blessed, and that we started a partnership with the Cigar District and Bobby and Jonna. it's been about a year or so.
It has been a year.
And I know lots of people want that service, so now you can be just treated, taken around, have your own, like, you know, just little valet service in a way. But with that, a few perks that go along with it, or you don't have to take advantage of those because
Right.
some people don't smoke, they don't drink, or they might want a Coca-Cola
Right.
or something. So I love that. But if you did, and at Bella Vista Wine and Spirits, we started partnering with the Cigar District, which is downtown Bentonville. But now we carry several options, which Bobby definitely will tell us about those.
Sure.
But it's become quite the hit.
Yes, it
And people like it that it's local in Bella Vista, but you have a lot of people, I think, from Bella Vista that come to your, you
Yes.
know, location, your brick and mortar there in Bentonville. So I love that they have that opportunity. But Bobby, if you would, tell us just a little bit about what you have, but also excited, you know, for everybody to know that we carry them at our store in our partnership.
Absolutely, absolutely. Thank you, Stephanie. It's a privilege to be here with both of you to be part of this program. As you mentioned, my wife and I started the Cigar District 4.5 years ago. We're located in downtown Bentonville, just 6 blocks off the Bentonville Square. We built a purpose-built facility there for
very nice.
just for cigars, and we also have an offering with pipe tobacco and stuff. As you can see here on the screen, the building in and of itself is specifically designed around cigar and pipe retail, and then also a customer lounge, and then also a membership space with a rooftop patio.
Which is very nice.
But, you know, as we have been evolving our business over time, one of the things we recognized is there's only so much space, there's only so much parking, so therefore, in order to continue to grow, we recognize that, you know, Bella Vista in many ways is its own, not just community, but market, if
Right.
you will. And so we were looking for a partner to extend our business, to be an extension of our business. And we thought that Bella Vista Wine and Spirits was the perfect partner for that.
Thank you.
And so what we've done together is we've designed an offering of 9 different distinct cigars, different sizes, different flavor profiles, different price points, that would allow folks who enjoy cigars to have lots of good choices, but also something for everyone. You know, we like to say in our business, there's a seat for every butt, if you will. And then also, in addition to the 9, we have a value pack for like those golfers that are out on the course and stuff, where you buy 4 cigars for a super good value. And you know, we've talked to the staff at Bella Vista Wine and Spirits about the whole idea of pairing, you know, how you
Right.
pair a certain cigar with a spirit, right, or with a beer. So it's been a great partnership.
It has.
We're super excited about the future and where we go together.
Well, and I have to say, for those of you, I've never really been a cigar smoker, but didn't really know much about it. I actually, some of the different flavors, I guess you could say, I love the smell of pipe tobacco. You know, I had that uncle that smoked a pipe, and I would try to sit fairly close or kind of downwind because I loved it. But to just enjoy a pipe or enjoy a cigar occasionally is pretty fun. So my daughter and I actually went because you had an event, and we set up on the beautiful patio. It was a little cooler. They had heaters. The sun was setting. I mean, truly, the atmosphere. And then Bella Vista Wine and Spirits, we also brought a great bourbon to pair with that. So if you're looking for gifts, or if you just want to try it, I'd say for yourself, my daughter and I thoroughly enjoyed it. And Bobby, thank you to you, because there is a technique and a process that goes along. It's not lighting a cigarette, and it's, you know, there really was kind of just an element that goes with it, and cigar cutters and different things. We also carry some bourbon barrel options for people that hold like some bourbon glasses, but it also holds your cigars. And so we think it's fairly unique that we have that at Bella Vista Wine and Spirits, where we have the products for you if you're out driving around, you know. So, but it was great. So you have different events at your store too, where people can come.
Yes.
There's also memberships, but I think you mentioned something about New Year's Eve.
Right.
You've got something going on.
So we're really happy and excited to have been invited to be part of the downtown Bentonville New Year's Eve
Wow.
celebration. This is the first annual, and we hope there's many more. And it's being held right on the square at a facility called The Record. Beautiful space and lots of cool amenities in terms of food and entertainment, that sort of thing. And they've asked us to create a cigar experience in the adjacent patio area of The Record.
Wow.
And stuff. So of course that will be December 31st.
That's right. Super fun. What a great venue.
You know, yeah, absolutely. And I think the event kicks off at around 7, and it will go through midnight. For
yes,
the
yes.
New Year's.
Well, that's a great venue, and it really is an experience. Downtown Bentonville, of course, is a place to be, but then just to learn and hang out with others that, you know, talk the talk, and you enjoy it together. And so I love that, and we're so glad to be a partner. So if you haven't been in to the store, you know, to see what we have, and I will say Bobby comes to the store every week. So if we are out, you make sure that everything is fulfilled. And we have a lot of people that come in, they go to the cigar district, and they will say, can you ask Bobby if, you know, they definitely know you by name, very personalized. And you've been great to just work with us, provide the humidor, and teach us a little bit more about it too, and for us to enjoy that experience. So looking forward to all the partnerships that we're going to have.
Definitely.
Because you can have some spirits, have a cigar, or just go to your appointments, but come in and check us out. And right now, I know it probably flashed up earlier, you're actually running a special
Yes.
on the auto spa.
Yes.
I think there's a coupon for $25 off.
Correct.
Which always helps, especially, you know, needing your car detailed. You may be taking trips for the holidays. And wasn't it crazy that we're talking about New Year's?
That is crazy.
And all the holidays coming up. But it really is going to be here quickly, and you have to make plans, and you have to make reservations. So we're here to help you with all of that. So start getting your car cleaned, and stop by the store to see what spirits we have. And don't forget about our open house November 4th. We will have those cigars, and we will have those spirits. And we also have flyers,
Yes.
and information about both of your businesses. And we couldn't be happier to partner with both of them for you in Bella Vista, but also Northwest Arkansas. So thank you, Jennifer. Thank you, Bobby. This has been great.
Thank you.
And we appreciate you watching us. We'll be back in a little bit with some more special guests that you do not want to miss, because it also involves food, which we all love and need. All right, we'll see you shortly. Welcome back, everybody. Super, super excited. I mean, this is going to be pretty phenomenal right here, because I've just learned there's 3 ways to wear a cowboy hat. I had no idea. I really did not know that. So I'm not sure everything that we're going to talk about, but I do know it smells really good at this table right now. I am here with Tristan and Kicker and Gusto Brazil, and I didn't know until a few years ago that I should be gluten-free. And so our good friend Jenny that works at Bella Vista Wine and Spirits, she also has a food truck, the Dutch Oven on Wheels, and she kept talking about, hey, come to the food truck, we're gonna have gluten-free options. And I thought, wow, she and Erica are impressive with the gluten-free, and now they're baking that. I was like, I don't know how they do it all. And then I found out they actually had a good friends that helped them out with that. So very excited for them to be here, but also Kicker has on his cowboy hat, And we were just talking about how you should wear that. So anyway, Kicker, let's kick it off with how do you wear the cowboy hat? Let's start with that.
I'm going to tell you two, because the third one wasn't supposed to be
There's
something.
only two ways to wear a cowboy
There's
hat.
a third way, but I don't know what your audience age group is. So,
Right.
Up here you got your
And
happy cowboy.
That's the happy cowboy.
happy cowboy.
And you look happy. Let's see
Happy cowboy.
Okay.
Just walking in the room. Hey, what's up, everybody?
Okay,
Let's
yeah.
have a good time. What's going on, right?
I like
And
that one.
Then there's this one. That's really just kind of all business.
Oh, which one are we today, do you think?
Well, at any given moment, we're all of them.
We are about
I
business
don't
today.
separate my personalities.
Right. I think we are business. We're going to talk about your business, but I think it's all about the happy cowboy.
Yeah, I think I stay pretty happy.
And we're going to have a really good time. So I'm very excited to get to just meet you guys. I've heard lots about you. Tristan, you came in the store a while back. And I kept saying, Jenny, who is that and what do they have? She goes, oh, don't worry, I'm going to get you some bread. And I was like, I need bread because it's bad to be gluten-free and be a bread eater. And I know that there are more of you out there just like me who love it. I mean, I truly love carbs. I love bread. I love waffles. I love sandwiches. I love pizza. And it's been pretty difficult, not to mention the price, for buying a loaf of bread. And one, it's half the size of a regular loaf of bread. And it seems to cost twice as much. So very excited about your options. And it's not just a slice of bread. I see behind us, which we'll show in just a little bit, you have different options.
Lots of options.
So just tell me a little bit about your business, your company, where we can find it, and because we're all hungry.
Well, what you see before you is actually a Brazilian tradition. In Brazil, if you go to Brazil, they'll serve this with your coffee. In the morning, they call it
I'm ready.
pão de queijo. Pão de queijo. Isn't that a really pretty,
It
a really
is.
pretty term, right?
Very.
Right?
I like it. Say that again.
Pão de queijo.
Pão de queijo.
It sounds like a poem, right? Pão de
it
queijo.
just rolls off the
right?
tongue.
It rolls right off the tongue, right? I'm going to translate it for you because that's Portuguese. That's Portuguese. So I'm going to translate. Are you ready? Bread with cheese.
Oh my goodness! Wow.
Right? There goes the poetry.
Who knew?
There goes the poetry. But it's Brazilian bread, so it's made from a cassava, which is a shrub that grows in the jungle.
Really?
And they pop that shrub up out of the ground, and somebody 500 years ago started doing this in Brazil. So that's how old the recipe is itself.
We say thank you to them because
All right.
I've already had a couple of bites, and the cheese on the inside, it's warm. It's
got that
ooey gooey
nice-
a little bit, but also a little crunch of the bread, which I love both of those textures.
Yep.
And honestly, we've all been trying it around here, and we all really like it.
Yeah.
So that's exciting that we have that today. Well, tell us how this came to be. How are you in Bella Vista, Arkansas?
Well, our company, Gusto Brazil, has been actually in Sam's Club for years now.
Okay.
And we have been doing the demonstrations, the presentations. If you ever go to Sam's Club, you'll know that they do these road shows. And we set up, and we make a big splash, and we talk about the product, we make the product. He's very loud and usually uses a speaker.
Oh my, Kicker, you need a speaker?
It does this whole entire huge presentation. But we've been doing this for years through Sam's Club, and our company wanted to really get into the Sam's Club system as an inline product, meaning everyone can get the product all the time, as opposed to just when we're there. So go to Bentonville, set up, make a splash, see what happens. Well, we did.
I love it.
And
I
then
can
at
see
the
why.
same time, we fell in love with the area, and then our project has become more available here in the Northwest Arkansas area now.
Well, and I think we're all looking for options, whether you're gluten-free or not, but to eat healthier.
Absolutely.
To not put all that into your body. And, just in moderation as well, I guess, of whatever
course.
we want. So this is a great option, smells fantastic, and we're in Walmart Sam's Club country.
Yes,
so
we
I'm
are.
glad that worked out for you to come to Northwest Arkansas, and we're very excited that you're here and that we get the opportunity. And Tristan, we were talking earlier, and Kicker, we hope you'll be part. So on our open house, November 4th, what Kicker hasn't said yet, or Tristan, they also are in the music industry. And so what better way, hopefully, we're working on this, that we could have some live music, great food, tastings going on at Bella Vista Wine and Spirits. I don't really know of another store. And that's what we like to be. Jenny always says we're different. We're not your typical liquor store. Yes,
Absolutely.
we sell liquor, but we're all about our customers and the people and really want to provide a service. And even if you don't drink alcohol, which I'm not a heavy drinker by any means, I love the camaraderie. I love just to see, because we're also a little boutique-y liquor store. We like to have gifts, and we also just like to have a great time and offer great products to our
Music
customers.
and alcohol been together a long time.
Music and alcohol have been together a long
They've
time.
been friends a long time.
With some
They hang
cowboy
out.
hats.
They hang out with some cowboy hats.
That's right. That's right. So we have something for everybody, and now we've just added something else. And Tristan, I think you said on the day for the open house, and hopefully other times, we could actually have the product there. They could try it, and they could also buy it.
Yes.
While they're
I
there.
will work that out to make sure we bring
we-
that freezer and we take care of.
That's great. And then we are having coffee on November 4th, and you say it goes great with that. So
does.
That's how
while
they've been doing it in Brazil for
well, I
a
think
long
when we go over
time.
here, I'll be eating and drinking
I
That's
think
perfect.
while you're
that's
showing.
acceptable behavior.
Okay, thank you. And then we'll do a Friday night tasting, because as you are trying tequilas or bourbons, different items, different spirits, it's always good to have a little snack, I feel, whether
Yes.
that's crackers,
Little something to
popcorn.
absorb.
We need that, because
Absolutely.
as you're tasting, I get a little hungry. So anyway, well,
I did want to touch on what you mentioned about the gluten-free aspect and the healthy
Please.
aspect, because with the cassava specifically, challenge anybody to fact check this. Cassava is not only not bad for you, right? A lot of the other gluten stuff is just not got gluten in it, so it's
Oh.
not going to be bad for you.
Okay.
On the flip side, cassava is actually good for you.
and cassava is a
It's a root.
Plant.
A plant. It's a root,
It's
and
like,
that's
like
where
in
they-
America we have the yucca root. Yucca.
Okay.
Yucca. So that grows in the desert. It's a succulent plant. This is a shrub that grows in the jungle.
I see.
And so the result of eating that plant actually stimulates enzymes in our stomach. It promotes better gut health.
Wow.
And so if you research anything about cassava, and I even give it to my dog.
Yes.
My dog. I looked it
It's
up.
fabulous.
Cassava, cooked cassava, really good as a daily thing. So anything that I have left over, I can just save that, and it'll harden into a nice thing for my dog, and she loves them.
Wow, to think I can eat bread and it's healthy for me. If you know me at all, this is a whole new world.
So, and I
I'm
should
so
mention,
excited.
It's sugar-free.
Yep.
Right,
Wow.
so sugar-free, gluten-free. There's no trans fats. There's no GMOs in the product. So we've got the banner over there that shows all that stuff, and then of course it's a frozen dough that
Okay.
we sell.
Right.
So it comes as a frozen dough ball. We have frozen breadsticks, and we have even cassava flour.
That
so
you can
so
buy
cassava
to make
flour's
your
got
own.
just
Yep.
straight up. You can make muffins, and we just made cake pops, and she breaded
Really?
chicken
Yep,
and
we
pork
made a breaded
chops with
chicken
it.
and pork chops.
So there's an entire support system on the Gusto Brazil Facebook page.
Okay.
Where you can go and see videos where we made gourmet waffles and a bunch of the stuff we're going to be seeing over here,
Right.
just to show off the versatility of the dough. But that health aspect is a really fun
It's real.
aspect when
It's not just
it's
looks
not
good,
a
tastes
new
good.
thing.
It really
it's
is
new to
something.
us for sure.
Right.
North America, we're like, what is this new thing? It's 500 years old, right?
Right.
So it's nice to have something that's new to us,
Right.
but yet it's got this root in cultural identity in South America. In Bolivia, they eat it. They call it cuñepas. In Colombia, they call it pan de bono. In Mexico, they call it pan de yuca.
It's all the same thing, pretty much.
All pretty
Just-
much the same thing. Remember the yuca.
Where you go.
And yeah, so it's
Right.
very, very cultural and
Well, I'm really thankful that it's here and to just have a little bit more of the education on it. So, what I'd love to do, because I know there's some treats over here,
There
some
are.
good things that we want to learn, and you've been cooking and working. So, when we come back, we're going to transition and you'll show us some of the things that you have over here, how we can get them. And then we also get to, I think, drink coffee and eat.
I like that
So,
idea.
very excited.
Java,
Okay,
Java, 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 Java.
join us. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody. It smells fabulous over here. So we've just transitioned because you've made some real goodies. And once again, super excited about it. I'm going to stop talking. Tell us everything going on over here. What do we have?
Well, this is your traditional pão de queijo. We made it in your modern air fryer. All we did is we lined out some parchment paper right there on that griddle surface.
Okay.
And so that goes right in the air fryer. These were already thawed out, so we cooked them really quick. It happens really quick, like 8-10 minutes.
Really?
Right.
In the air
If they're
fryer.
frozen, you're closer to like 15 to 18 minutes. And then that makes your traditional pão de queijo. We've got the traditional flavor. We've got some with bacon in it. We got some with jalapeno in it. And if you'll see all the way over on this side, check this out. We've got the tortillas.
Wow.
Right. And if you see
Bacon.
inside my tortillas, y'all,
Jalapeno.
I got bacon and jalapeno because I took one roll from each. And then, if you don't mind, do me a favor. Come over here and help me make a tortilla real quick.
Okay,
Right?
all
What
right.
we're going to do is I've got a couple of rolls already lined up in here. Look at that. That's just 2 of those rolls.
Okay.
Set up inside here, right on top of each other. And then I'm going to have you set that right down on top of there. And then just give it a nice little squeeze all the way down. And then pop that right back open, and look what we just made and how easy it was.
And then lift this
That's
up.
how easy
Oh,
it is to
wow.
make your tortillas, you guys. So we got tortillas.
Super
right?
easy.
If I just close this thing right up inside there, I don't even have to take it out of the parchment paper to cook that up into the tortilla.
So no
And then
mess.
once no mess.
no mess.
No mess. So the only cleanup is the paper. You toss that out, you're good to go. And then measuring that out with your parchment paper. Important for parchment paper because if you don't want the mess,
Right.
it certainly works out that cleanup process.
And
Those
waffles.
Look at
I
those
love
waffles, right?
waffles.
Waffles.
And just put regular
Just
syrup
through
on it,
those
or how
screws.
peanut butter,
Well-
whatever people use, or what would you recommend?
Let me tell you about my gourmet waffle.
Okay.
Right? I always mix these two together. I call it the Alamo reunited because we got Texas and we got Mexico, and they're friends again.
Okay,
Right? They're going to
that's-
break bread this time.
I
Hot dang
like
it.
it.
They're going to be friends. So I'm going to mix those flavors together on my waffle iron. Cook it until it makes a waffle. And now I'm going to have shredded cheese and shredded chicken and bacon and ham and jalapeno, and I'm going to close it back until the cheese sticks to the waffle and not the waffle iron. Then I'm going to take it off of there onto my plate, and I'm going to top it. I'm not going to go with syrup. Don't think that. That'd be
No,
terrible.
that'd
Let's
be
go with,
too
let's
original.
Go with some enchilada sauce.
Oh my.
Red or
and it is
green.
getting close to lunch.
Yeah.
is.
Let's go with some marinara or some Alfredo or some spaghetti or some nacho cheese or some guacamole and sour cream. Right? You change that every day. Now, let's talk party real quick because we are in the holiday season. Perfect hors d'oeuvre, especially the way I just mentioned it. But then you bring out all those sauces in different containers, and now you have an endless supply of hors d'oeuvres and an endless supply of options for things that people can eat with them. You can change the flavor of the dough, you can change the flavor of the sauces, and
I
change
love
the
that.
entire holiday season. A lot of those recipes, as I mentioned, on our Facebook page. We just made one for NWA because we moved here 2 months ago because you guys are so doggone amazing.
We think we are, and we love that you were here with
I
us
agree.
because you've made it more amazing. So I love a charcuterie board. I love like a taco bar.
Absolutely.
That's, in a way, my type of entertaining and cooking. And so this speaks to me of quick, easy, fun, delicious options. It's not just with molasses or syrup.
And
I
healthy.
love what you said, the healthy part. I
Yes.
did tell them during commercial break, I really am excited because I truly do love bread. I love the taste of it, but I love how easy and all the flavors. Now, real quick, if I don't have an air fryer, microwave, oven.
Just in the oven. If you use the microwave, it's really just to thaw it out to make your
Okay.
tortilla. It's real tough to crush an ice cube, folks. It's real tough. So thaw that out. If you want to throw it in the microwave for a couple of seconds, maybe 20, 30, 40 seconds,
So just
it'll
quick.
thaw it out, and then you can do what you just now did with it to make that tortilla or the pizza crust.
Yep.
Right, we got a little mini quiche on the back here, right? So we
So
can do
many
bread
options.
bowls and French fries and
And the
little
bowls,
popcorn
those are
bites
super
and,
popular.
Yeah, the bread
and
bowls.
easy
Yeah.
and quick for dinner.
And what is nice
then
about this product is that
tacos.
any hot surface gadget that you have at home or you pick up at Walmart or anywhere, you can go ahead and cook this product in. So any double-sided surface.
Easy,
So anything.
quick, convenient.
Yes,
I love it.
absolutely simple.
You can even throw it in a pan on your barbecue grill.
Yep.
This has been the best show. I mean, we've had great shows everywhere, but this one we've really just had a lot of different options, delicious options, healthy options. So come to our open house November 4th. You will see Gusto Brazil there, but go to Sam's Club and look for it and get ready for entertaining in a healthy way. You guys have been fabulous.
Thank you.
Thank you
Thank
for
you for
joining
having
us
us.
today, and come back and see us next month.